Hey, what's going on, guys? Let's talk about a hidden gem of the World War I era. I want you to picture this. You're flipping through an old roll of wheat cents, those old early 1900s pennies, and you're really expecting nothing special. But then, one catches your eye. It's the color, it's the strike, it's the way it gleams. There's something different about it. You check the date, it's a 1917. And suddenly you realize this humble little cent in your hand has a story that stretches back to the battlefields of World War I, a story that, in the right condition, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. So from a $150 brown survivor to a blazing MS68 Red masterpiece, the 1917 Lincoln cent has quietly become one of the most fascinating coins of its era. So let's uncover why this wartime penny continues to surprise collectors over a century later. By 1917, the United States was officially at war. The Lincoln cent, barely 8 years old, had already become a symbol of American resilience. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln remained unchanged, though subtle improvements to the dies made for sharper strikes for that year. The mint produced coins at all three facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. These all had quite a bit struck compared to the previous year. Philadelphia, 196 million, Denver, 55 million, and San Francisco with 32.6 million struck. Now, these were all made from that classic bronze alloy, 95% copper, and a little bit of tin and zinc making up the other 5%. They all weighed 3.11 grams. So while the mintages were high, few 1917 wheat cents escaped heavy circulation. They passed through millions of hands during the time when every penny mattered, from factory floors to soldier pay envelopes. That's what makes high-grade survivors really rare and really valuable. So let's break down the 1917 cent through 5 really good sales examples that reveal the full spectrum of the rarity, the color, and the history of this great coin. So let's start with the mile-high workhorse, a 1917 D Lincoln cent graded MS64 Red and Brown. It sold for $480 in October of 2025. These again had a mintage of 55.1 million. It was struck at Denver, and this cent represents the hard-working heart of the West. So with that red and chestnut toning, this MS64 Red and Brown really shows how even circulated looking pieces can shine in collector grades and really sell for good value. A little collector tip would be that Denver issues from 1917 often show a softness on Lincoln's beard and the jawline, so a crisp strike can add serious eye appeal and, of course, value. The next one is the Philadelphia Gem, the 1917 Lincoln cent. This one graded MS65 Red. It sold for similar price, $468 in October of 2025. With a mintage of 196 million. From the main US Mint, this brilliant coin really has a beautiful, beautiful red tone to it. It's an example that glows with an original luster. It would be great in any set. It's the way these coins looked fresh off the dies more than a century ago. It's living proof that even high mintage coins can be treasures when perfectly preserved and in really good condition. Collector tip would be that the 1917 Philadelphia cents, color's really everything. You can see that in lots of different sales of these. Deep, even red with no brown spotting is the difference between a $50 coin and typically a $500 plus coin. The next one is the San Francisco Survivor, the 1917 S Lincoln cent. These are scarcer than most realize, I think. Even with a questionable color designation on this one, this piece shows the charm of San Francisco bronze. I thought it was a great example for this video. It still sold for $149 in September of 2025. Although it has darker toning, was created from a noticeably worn die, and contains and shows that great history. This coin is a really beautiful one and worth being in any set. Many 1917 S cents show uneven coloration due to moisture and storage over the years. Focus on strike quality rather than color when you're buying these. The next one is the Doubled Die Obverse. I thought this would be a great coin because I want to touch on an error for this year to really show you everything to look for. This coin sold for a crazy amount, $19,200. This is a 1917 Lincoln cent out of Philadelphia. This is the famous FS-101 Doubled Die Obverse. It has really beautiful, bold doubling on both the date and the words "In God We Trust." Only a handful exist in gem red condition, and the CAC approval makes this one the finest known. This one has lemon gold and lilac tones. It's really, really beautiful. It has really lustrous surfaces. It's proof that even copper can radiate to the eye. On genuine 1917 DDOs, doubling is sharpest on the number 9 and the number 7 of the date, and on the letters God and the word God. Always verify with magnification, a loupe, or really a microscope to ensure that you really have one of these. But you can also reference a lot of different books, a lot of different websites, and if you think you do have one of these DDOs, then you might just want to fork out the money to get it graded and certified. The last coin is the ultimate survivor. It's tied for finest certified. It's a 1917 Lincoln cent, graded MS68 Red. This is it, the best of the best. Only 2 are known at this level, both tied for finest certified at PCGS. Every line in Lincoln's hair, every grain in the wheat stalks, it's razor sharp. The coin glows with this uninterrupted mint red luster. It is beautiful. It's untouched by time or handling. MS68 Reds are virtually impossible to find. If you see a flawless, spot-free cent with deep red brilliance, it looks like original surfaces, it may be one of those few registry-level pieces in existence, you want to get it graded, even if it were to come back. Lower than MS68, MS67 still sell for the thousands sometimes. This coin sold for $29,900. Crazy thing is, that was back in 2012, and it still holds that spot till this day. Now, as you can see, condition is everything with 1917 cents. Like most early wheat cents, the value skyrockets with condition. A lightly circulated example might fetch a few dollars, but an uncirculated red, especially one that's going to be verified by PCGS or boast that CAC approval, can reach into the thousands. So because the mint struck so many, survival in top condition is what sets these coins apart. And with registry competition really heating up, MS67 and 68 examples are now among the most sought after bronze coins of the early 20th century. You can really see them sell for a ton of money. So if you have raw coins from 1917, you might want to consider getting them graded. Now, speaking of the market, it really captures a nation in motion. Industry, war, progress. The year of 1917 was really kind of a crazy time for the US. It stands as one of the most collected dates in the entire wheat series. Not for rarity, but for the rarity of perfection in them. Like I said, despite really large mintages, it's actually quite scarce to find really high-grade examples. And then when you come across something like one of those Doubled Die Obverses, you really cement your coin as a key variety. It's a must-have for cherry picker collectors. So the next time you come across a 1917 wheat cent, take a little closer look. You might just be holding on to one of those quiet masterpieces of the Lincoln era. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what you're coming across in your coin and banknote searches lately in the comments. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video.